Did you know that Urshanabi, the ferryman of the underworld, wasn't just a silent, stoic figure? He possessed a knowledge that spanned the veil between worlds, a knowledge Gilgamesh, the mighty king, desperately sought. The legend whispers of a journey across the formidable waters of death, a treacherous passage fraught with whispers of forgotten gods and the chilling, unending embrace of the abyss. Gilgamesh, scarred by the loss of his dear friend Enkidu, and haunted by the inevitability of his own mortality, sought the impossible. He craved not just survival, but understanding. He yearned to glimpse the land of the dead, to speak with the spirits, to find, if only for a moment, the answer to life's ultimate question. His ambition, as colossal as the ziggurats, propelled him toward the dark, mysterious waters of the underworld. The journey began not with a roar of chariots, but with the quiet creak of Urshanabi's boat, a vessel crafted not of wood, but of the very essence of the river itself. The current, a serpentine ribbon of inky blackness, flowed with an unsettling rhythm, its whispers carrying tales of forgotten kings and wailing spirits. Gilgamesh, clad in the finest woven furs, felt a chill crawl down his spine, not from the cold, but from the pervasive dread that clung to the air like a shroud. Urshanabi, a figure sculpted from shadows, sat silent, observing the king with a wisdom born of countless crossings. His eyes, though obscured by the gloom, seemed to pierce the very fabric of existence. He was not merely a ferryman. He was a guardian, a guide, a whisperer of secrets whispered on the winds of the dead. He knew the whispered language of the ghosts, the songs of the departed, the paths leading to the heart of the abyss. Their voyage wasn't a mere traversal. It was a descent into the soul of the world, a journey through the echoing halls of forgotten empires. Gilgamesh, ever the questioning king, interrogated Urshanabi about the nature of the afterlife, the fate of the fallen heroes, the essence of the gods themselves. Urshanabi, in his profound silence, offered only glimpses. He spoke of the shimmering plains of the dead, the swirling mists of forgotten lands, and the profound sorrow that enveloped the departed. He spoke of the rivers that flowed with tears, the mountains that groaned with regrets, the silent whispers of the gods themselves. Gilgamesh, initially repelled by the bleakness of the underworld, found a peculiar beauty in the decay, in the silence, in the echoes of the past. He saw the faces of his ancestors, the shadows of his heroes, their expressions etched with a serene acceptance. He saw the profound loneliness of the dead, a loneliness that resonated with his own burgeoning fear of oblivion. He saw a truth, a chilling, profound truth, that even death had its own tapestry of stories. Urshanabi, with his unblinking gaze, seemed to see into Gilgamesh's very soul. He felt his sorrow, understood his ambition, and recognized his fear. In that moment, the ferryman wasn't just a guide. He was a mirror, reflecting the king's most profound, most vulnerable self. The journey, which began in the terrifying darkness, culminated in a desolate landscape. The underworld was not a fiery hell, but a realm of quiet acceptance. Urshanabi brought Gilgamesh to the very heart of this realm and whispered a forgotten name. It was a name that held the key to Enkidu's soul, and in that whisper, Gilgamesh felt a tiny spark of hope rekindle within his despairing heart. The journey back was fraught with the same eerie quiet, but this time, it wasn't just the silence of the dead. It was the burgeoning silence of a man whose soul had been touched by the profound mystery of the afterlife. Urshanabi, his eyes reflecting the dim light of the mortal world, returned Gilgamesh to his own realm, changed forever. The waters of death had given him a glimpse into the eternal, and in that, they had given him the